seconds of this one. Nobody's blinked so far. If you're Kansas State, you got everything to win, nothing to lose in this possession right here. The clock is your friend. You want to run through your offense. You know they're going to look at Michael Beasley. Billy Walker with his quickness. You've got some presence in the interior with Beasley. He can step out if he wants to. Same story with Billy Walker. It's a pretty good offensive team right now. They'll put the heat on Oklahoma. If you're Oklahoma, you want to go over your defensive presence. Make sure you know your assignments. Anticipate where the picks are going to come from. You know who's going to touch the ball for Kansas State. You know who you want to double down against, where you need the help, and you don't want to foul. You got to stay away from that foul. You don't want to get free throws right here.
16 ties, 21 lead changes. 13.2 to go. With the senior, Clint Stewart, about to throw it in. On the offensive end for K-State.
Everybody denying the inbounds pass.
And they have to call another timeout.
That's why timeouts at this stage of the game are so important. They get you out of trouble. And Kansas State was in real trouble right there. Nobody made a sharp pick or a move to the basketball. Inbounds passer Clint Stewart was pretty much caught with nowhere to go with the basketball. So good defense by Oklahoma right there.
4 timeouts now called by Frank Martin as well as Jeff Capel. Blake Griffin getting as much fluid into him as he can.
Watch him bend over right here. He's massaging his calves. Now, this is after the steal and the dunk when he went out in transition. So that was about a minute and a half ago. He might have needed this timeout to try to work out some cramps in the calves.
It's nearly a 60-degree day outside here in Norman today, and it's a little warm in the building.
Kansas State a completely different setup on that inbounds pass. They had to ensure they'd get it in. Walker's up high. Beasley down in the low blocks against Blake Griffin.
Pullen will drive it for Beasley. Lays it in. 2.3 seconds to go. Blake Griffin throws it in. Austin Johnson heaves it. And it's off the rim, and Kansas State wins. They found Beasley as the freshman point guard got it done.
Well, both the freshmen got it done for Kansas State. The point guard with his quickness, they've got Clint Stewart out on the wing. It's Pullen, number 0 there, taking it into the paint, pulling the defender off on him and giving up the assist. Pullen with the crossover right there, sets up the defense, steps into the lane as he clears Austin Johnson, and the layup by Beasley.
You saw Blake Griffin. Watch him trying to take a charge right here. But the pass had already been made. The officials said play on. They wanted the players to decide it in the last couple of seconds. And Michael Beasley with 32 points did just that. And the building's in a little bit of a shock right now after a raucous 2 hours.
And this is the first game in the Big 12 this year that has not been won by the home team. That's a huge win for Kansas State.
Now we see why they were picked 4th in the league, despite the fact they're without their outstanding senior forward, David Hoskins. Once again, our final score, Kansas State 84, Oklahoma 82. For Paul Splittorff and our entire ESPN Plus crew here in Norman, I'm Bob Carpenter. Now next Saturday, Studio 66 gets you going at 12:30, and then it's Oklahoma State and Iowa State. At 3 o'clock, Oklahoma hosting Bob Knight and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And for more information on ESPN Plus, log on to ESPN-Plus.com. The preceding has been an exclusive presentation of ESPN Regional Television, the worldwide leader in collegiate sports. Michael Beasley, 32 points, 11 rebounds. Blake Griffin, 27 and 14. The freshman put on quite a show on opening day in Norman, Oklahoma today.
We now join our regularly scheduled program.